Hey, NASDAQ, where you get the best dope on the market. I am your technical analyst for the day. Old human floor local here. We're going to take a look at this is the grain page here. Metals on the right, stocks up on top. Crude oil over here. Okay, let's just kind of touch them. I'll keep this fast here today. We had this olive area here. It was whatever, 55 cents sloppy there. Went down a couple times, and now that we came here, we're hovering here at around an orange. Okay, goes up here. This would be a scalp. You buy the olive, sell the green, just for scalp. I'm just telling you that's a possible pattern here. This is the meal over here. That's a daily chart here. I'm sorry, this is a weekly chart here. You see 7, 8, 9. Okay. And this is bean oil here. I had talked about this, okay, when we were up here. I was like, watch this low right here. It is 49.72. Watch for this thing to hold. We could hold right here, okay? So if we're going to hold some lower highs here, this is a downward sloping trend line here. This is the NAS. Okay, we're down 250 right now. We're 200 off the lows. Okay, and there you got a couple levels here. This is the S&Ps here. Let's blow this up. We don't really need to blow it up. This is highlighted here. This low right here. We got down here today. A couple days ago we got today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday the 22nd here. So this was Monday the 20th. We came down there, just held it here, so you got to go take those out, and then you get right back over. Then you get back higher on the week here, and where are we? Oh, here we are, right over here. 67.37 last. 38 in the goats is a number right there. That's a daily chart here. This is we'll do the metals. We'll do the metals right now. This is silver here. We're starting to come back here. This was today's action here. This was yesterday on the 21st, which is actually today's day session here. 46.82 was the low, which is right here. Okay. This is after the night session right here. See right there, 201, 1401 time frame. That's the end of the day. And then this is 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. Okay. Sometimes they'll give you a little hint, Maybe I'm doing this. Hindsight is always 2020. And then here we shot down here, okay, over a buck, and then we come back here. We came back down here during the day. This was actually at 5:48 this morning, and here we are at the end of the day here now. So same kind of thing here I was just talking about there. You can go from an olive up to a green. These are very short term, okay? That's in silver. Here you getting, you might be getting a little head and shoulders bottom here. You can see that's not really an apex here, but you got a long-term trend line coming up. You got a red, you got a trend line going down, and then you got a green right above it here. That's less than 20 cents above that. Okay, so what time is it? 2:54. And so, as a matter of fact, this is in the aftermarket in metals. They close earlier. They have an aftermarket, of course. Here's gold. This was the 5 o'clock. Yeah, this is actually 6 o'clock, right? 1700 is 5 o'clock. So this is 6:36. We got down to 40.21. This is an olive here, buy. This is an olive buy. Okay, that's extreme. This was an olive sell. This, you know what? This kind of looks like the S&P here on a different time duration, where you just kind of sit right above it. I guess at that point you're just making a double top here, and then we start running the 7. This was yesterday when we broke 200 bucks. This is gold here. So here we went down here to 40.21. And then we ended up rallying up to 41.75, 150 bucks. Okay, so that's 3%. 4 times 3 is 120 bucks. Round up, round up. And then we came down here, 40.29 low here. All right, and then we're trading around here. And this was the buy here. I had some people calling. They were interested in, sticking bids down here. And at this time, I did not have, I don't know what I didn't have. I think I didn't have these olives here, which are, let's go here. Let me do a daily here, and we'll just look here, okay? And you say, well, how'd you get those, okay? And that was because it was from a launch point here, okay? Here you can see two of those red formations right together here. We'll have some trend lines off that, but that's not for here. So here's wheat, okay? This is wheat. There's one of those dark blue trend lines here. Let's get rid of it. Horizontal trend line. And this is D's corn here. Okay, we had an outside down yesterday here. 419, 418 and 3/4 here. It's an area we held. We, flow 4 cents over there. These are beans. These are Jan beans now here. So what do we got? Call it 1050. What is the Nov? Okay, so 1035. So it's 15 cents under, So November's getting ready to go into first notice day at the end of October. Actually, Halloween, the day before, and then you get it. You can get delivery on November 1st. So it's 15 cents from the Nov Jan roll. And let's just, we'll just look at March here. What was that? 50, right? Yeah, 50, and then another 13 cents gets you to March. Okay, those would be the spreads. What does March look like here, actually? Okay, because March it's a quarterly contract. And so this is a daily also. We came down to one of these olives down here. You come back, and, it's been really choppy here. This last time down here, this is when you started hearing talk. Now, this is in the back month, so this has got some time on it. Probably, what was it, 40 cents? And, for over spot is what I mean. So you come down here, you hold these settlement prices here, and this is probably last month's low or something like that. And here when we were down here, we ended up taking off. As a matter of fact, I think that was the first bullish bean report. Anyway, so this is what it is. Yeah, there's something going on here in Argentina. Let me just go through here, because I did the video this morning here, and these cattle did get whacked right up here, this green over here. I put them up there. Here, live sell numbers. Okay, and what that would mean is this is a sell, orange is a sell, these two thin olives are a sell. Something stuck out here. That's one devil of a number there. And then here, what's interesting here is we kind of go down. We go down. This one we come all the way back, and then all of a sudden the next bar. Okay, the next bar. This is like this nanosecond. This bar opens, and all of a sudden they whacked it. Here's a daily. Here you can see it's an outside down. We took out yesterday's high by 10 cents. These are the feeders here. These were limit down. Let me just show you. Listen, you got to have the money, and you got to have, but this, I put out a sell thing. I'm like, if you're looking to sell here, let me blow it up here. Okay, so this is the limit down day. Okay, we come all the way back up to previous day's high. Okay, and then here we're just kind of limping around, but we did have an up day. And then all of a sudden here today, your buy stop would have been, I don't know, 372. Okay, if you want to put it over those X's. And here we are. We went limit down 925. As a matter of fact, tomorrow limit's going to be 1375. So $14 be 50 51.47ish. Okay, these are our old targets. Okay, so just in case we got crazy. Okay, and as a matter of fact, let's see, with this low right here, so that would be, hang on, let's see. Let's just see where this would be on that chart. That would be down around about a 9% break. Okay. This is in percent chart. Okay. This is a high close as percent. So we're down. These are feeder cattle. These are Jan feeder cattle. So we're back at this old high. Okay. And we're down 4.63%. Okay. So, okay. We're going to call this a wrap. We'll keep this short. Oh, yeah. Well, we'll try to keep it short, under 10 minutes. spend a couple seconds here on coffee. This is March coffee, okay? I've jumped over to the March because these contracts roll, okay, and you want to get out of there before you roll. So here we are up here. You know, we got these olives up here, and you know, over there, I don't know. I don't want to say the sky's the limit, but you know, the sky's the limit. There's an interesting chart here in gold. Here, this was on the year, and then so we went from plus 40% to plus 30 minus a little bit there. That's the coffee here. Here's the dollar. Nothing to say here. We're just an inside day. There's one of those dark blue trend lines we ignore here. And what do we got? Okay, here's copper. Okay, and oh, this is cotton. Okay, get your bids ready. Okay, I've been talking about for a while. If you're looking to buy cotton, and I'm not telling you what to do here. Here's sugar over here. Sugar getting beat up today here, just down 1%. Took out a trend line here. That might be an area here. Orange. Here you got the green. Here it looks like it caught here or something. You got an orange, you got an olive, and you got another olive. So what's this? This is stocks. Oh, this is the NASDAQ. That's right. Up 16% in here. So we're sitting up 2% off the top. All right. Always use a risk stop to stop the risk. And you can email me, arp@nasdog.com. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. Always use a risk stop to stop the risk.